What's good, boys? In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys exactly how to stop being a fucking pussy and actually make $10,000 with your clothing brand. A lot of you motherfuckers who are poor, broke, depressed, and confused have no idea what the fuck to do. A lot of you guys are probably sitting in your bed crying and being an absolute bitch. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. But before we get the fuck up into it, my name's JoJo. I just turned 18 years old and I started my first business at 15. I also bought one of my dream fucking cars at the age of 18, literally 1 month after. I also own the brand John Gas. I created really good icon pieces into the clothing brand space last year and also made 200 bands. How much did you fucking make, you poor fuck? Another thing too, I just completely print with meta ads. All right. I could flip 2 bands to 9K. I could flip 4 bands to 15K. I can also flip 12 bands into 26 bands. How much can you fucking do? None, you poor bitch. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. We're going to go ahead and go over how to create winning product designs, how to make high converting websites, how to actually get road traffic full of buyers who actually want to buy your shit product. And then another thing too, how to set up systems that will make your clothing brand change forever. All right, you poor little bitch. And also, you guys need this a lot more than I do. The exact changes I did that actually made me start winning. So let's get the fuck straight into it. Step 1, actually. All these products here have something in common. And they'll all make you rich as fuck. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. I'm not going to go too deep into this bullshit. But emotional connecting. Yes, sir. Emotional connecting. The reason why is because it says save me from overthinking. Okay? A lot of you guys probably struggle with being poor, being sad, having motivation. That shit dies out because you have no fucking knowledge of anything and you're dumb as shit. But it made me 23K in sales, so fuck the product. Just know it made me 23K. So yeah, my opinion to you guys is make an emotional connecting product. Another thing too, this is probably gonna be a little bit more harder because you guys are poor as hell and don't have any nice things around you. You guys probably used to live in a small town, which I did as well, but I'm not poor anymore. So I made about 12K in sales off of this product just by selling literally lifestyle type of content. Super fucking easy. And this one here, relatable product, made me about 9 bands. And I hate all these fucking clothes. I don't wear them. I may wear this one just a little bit, not that much. But more of the story, I don't wear none of these piece of shit clothes. I just literally make them truly for the fucking money. Okay? But when it comes to winning product design, you need to really narrow down your niche. Don't try to make what you think look cool. For example, don't be trying to make anime clothes if you're trying to sell to a Christian type of audience. Like, how fucking stupid can you be? What are you gonna, that makes no sense. But anyways, I'm not gonna criticize you guys too much here. I need you guys to get to the understanding here. Don't be making clothes that you like, because who the fuck are you? Nobody cares about you. All right, wear clothes that are probably simple. Or it doesn't fucking matter. Fuck you. Just make clothes. If you actually want to make money, make them that your niche wants. Not you. Fuck you. I would say here, if you guys want to sell like a lifestyle type of, brand image or pieces, like for example, this just really simple and just have the product sell itself. Do lifestyle type of products, content, stuff like that. Don't make things that you would wear. You need to go out and read the market, which I'll explain further down here. As you can see, we have a whole fucking paragraph. But yeah, just let that shit, let that motherfucker sink in here, all right? A lot of new clothing brand owners out here are making clothes that you like, and it's causing you to fail, like I just said. But to be honest, I did the same thing my first year. I started my clothing brand. I legit only created products that I wanted and wondered why nobody bought them. And the reason why was because I made them for myself and not for the audience. And that's the worst thing. So here's how you're finally going to make a winning product. Start off by narrowing down your niche. For example, I target people who like underground music or people who feel emotional and so much more. Just really depends on what type of brand image I'm trying to go for, since I create so many. Like, for example, I'll go ahead just for the fuck of it, start up a whole new clothing brand, scale it up to maybe like 50K, and then just kind of quit it, you know what I'm saying? And then do it again. Mostly because I just enjoy the feeling of starting up a new clothing brand. The passion is just there for me. Right now, I'm actually in the process of working with a war brand. And the owner of that brand, his name is Freddie. Shout out you, Freddie. He's in Fashion Wealth. He's in the inner circle. So pretty much, you guys get one-on-one mentoring. You guys get your ads ran, product collections made. But now you may be asking, how do I find a product for my niche? That is a winning product. And I'm going to start off by saying, stay the fuck away from anything that has to do with money, motion, or bag chaser. All of you little fucking hoodlums are over here trying to make these clothes like, oh, I'm a bag chaser, credit card schemes, all that shit. Nope, stay the fuck away from here. You are going to fail and you're going to continue to stay poor. And all the clothes that you make about money, motion, bag chaser, it is not going to represent you. All right, you might as well just stick to selling drugs. But anything that has to do with money, that niche is horrible. All right. You're just going to look extremely corny and nobody's going to want to buy your clothes because there's going to be people like me or people like in Fashion Wealth Inner Circle that are creating fly ass fucking clothes and just going to dust you like crazy. So you got to remember, like, this competition in this clothing industry is extremely big. Okay. There's big clothing brands out here that are going 10 times harder than you and know a lot more harder things than you that you will probably never know unless you have somebody teach you, or it's going to take you months or even years. But once you guys stayed away from that and you guys found another niche, go onto TikTok or Instagram and look for a clothing brand that are going viral within the last 30 days. Okay. Anything later than 30 days is just not going to work. Okay. But keep that in mind. It must be in your niche. Once you did that, recreate it, but using the 6% rule. With the 6% rule, I cannot stress this enough. This is what makes a product a winning product. But to keep a long story short, if you mess up the 6% rule, you will fail because it's no longer a winning product if you don't. Now it's just a product that you copied or a product that you turned into shit. If you've been in the clothing brand space for a little bit now, then you might know what the 3% rule is, but I crossed it off because that shit does not matter anymore. It's dead, okay? Like I boxed right here. It's fucking dead. It doesn't work anymore, all right? We're in 2026, and it's now the 6% rule. Every brand that uses the 6% rule is just cooking right now. If you guys are seeing brands that are just blowing up out of nowhere, it's because they're using the 6% rule, all right? Especially with ads, to be honest, all right? Ads with the 6% rule with the products, like you could literally just take a picture of a flat lay and just start cooking with ads. Like, you don't even got to do too much. And you'll just print like thousands of dollars, like uncomfortable amount of money and just such a fast pace. Now, the 6% rule is a lot to explain, all right? I won't even have enough time. So I'm just going to leave a full video guide in Fashion Wealth Foundation. It's going to be the second link in the description, which you guys will get the exact blueprint of how I build a successful clothing brand from scratch. These are everything here that you guys are going to go ahead and get. These are some of the results that people got in Fashion Wealth Foundation. And here are some more results. Now, yes, it's $147. So if you're poor as fuck, stay away from it. You know, you can't afford it. There's going to be full video guides in there. It's not no PDFs or no Discord text things, none of that bullshit. We're not doing that over here, all right? This is not some guru activity, all right? We're here to go ahead and actually help you motherfuckers that are poor as shit and actually trying to make yourself out of something. Now, if you guys do not understand what the fuck I said in clear English, all right? If you guys are Japanese or Chiganese, then no worries. I go more in depth in Fashion Wealth Foundation, alrighty? So let's go ahead and move over to a high converting website, okay? Now that you guys pretty much just figured out all this shit here, right? Let's go ahead and kind of look back and see which product we're going to pick. Are we going to pick a emotional connecting product? Are we going to connect your content with a lifestyle product? Or are we going to make relatable products? Okay. Emotional connecting, lifestyle product, relatable product. Kind of pick out which one you want. Okay. With relatable products here, you really don't got to do much at all. You know, marketing wise, there's not much you need to do. Okay. With a lifestyle product, the content is pretty hard. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot harder, but it builds a bigger reputation and it actually builds a loyal fan base. Now, emotional connecting, this is kind of just like, it's kind of iffy with this. Like, you can build a good fan base with this, yes. It's just a lot easier to get money with it, but it's not necessarily long term, I guess you could say, if you don't do it correctly. But yeah, let's go back over down to the winning product. So first thing you guys are going to need, these are the 4 primary things that you guys are going to need. Landing page, Bink, simple product grid. Okay, keep that in mind. Another thing, FAQs. Bink, if you guys do not have good FAQs, you are going to still continue to be a broke piece of shit. Now, another thing too is you need reviews. Like, what the fuck do you think that these people who never seen your brand before, have no idea who the hell you are, what do you think they're going to think? They are going to have no idea, so they want to see what the hell people are going to say, okay? You guys can make them yourself, all right? We provide this full entire theme here, which this is actually one of the students in Fashion Wealth Foundation. They are using the same website that we provide in there. Literally, all you got to do is install it, and it's already made. Literally, everything here is already made. That's how easy it is. There's a whole video guide showing you guys exactly how to install it. It's super fucking easy. Like, it takes less than a minute to have your whole website literally just look all like this. You know what I'm saying? You can edit these reviews, all that stuff here. But when it comes to a website, it's very crucial and important because this is how you guys are going to be making your money. So you need to make sure that it's optimized for the visitor to feel safe and security. Okay, let's put it this way. Is a girl going to let you crack if she doesn't feel safe with you? Absolutely not. But you need to also be simple with it, right? You can't be acting like, no. You know what I'm saying? And you can't have that with your website. I see a lot of you new brand owners have that bullshit with your websites. All right, let's not do that here, all right? We do simple shit only while also still bringing in all the good factors, all right? But here's exactly why, because I know a lot of you bullshit motherfuckers are just questioning a bunch of shit that I'm saying because you guys do not like the criticism. So there's so many clothing brands that scam, which means that people are scared to purchase from Instagram or TikTok brands. And if you don't make the potential customer feel safe to purchase, you're just going to lose thousands, you dumbass bitch. So it's very important to make sure that you add FAQs to your site that's visible without having the visitor click extra buttons or, you know, any of the extra shit, all right? Now, adding customer reviews is really good for your site because the visitor can actually see on what they are saying about your brand, all right? Because who knows, your quality might be a piece of shit. You might be doing pre-order and your shit takes like 8 months to ship. Who the fuck knows? But give yourself a 5-star. You know what I'm saying? With these fake ass reviews, give yourself a 5-star. Fuck it. It's gonna make the visitor feel a lot more safer to purchase. Okay, and that's exactly what we need. So when it comes to the layout and colors, you need to use psychology. Keep that in mind. So you can build trust, security, urgency, and give sense of high value and much more. For example, a fashion site uses black or white for a luxury and clean look, which I highly recommend. All right. So now you may be asking, how do I build a website? Use Shopify, you dumb fuck. Like, what the fuck else? It takes 3 to 5 minutes to set up. And if you do not have any experience with web development, don't even try it. If you're looking to make maybe like $1,000 or more your next drop, because you need an expert. All right. You need an expert to do this shit. Because who the fuck are you? Genuinely, who the hell do you think you fucking are? You ain't Will Smith's husband. All right. So let's get that shit out the window. Hire somebody to do that shit. All right. Or grab the pre-built website like the one I just showed you guys here. All right, because I know you guys are dumb as fuck. You guys have really low attention spans. Just install it, some shit like that. Don't try to build some shit you can't build. Like, for example, if you were gonna open up a coffee shop, right? Are you gonna do the construction yourself? Or are you gonna have an expert do it for you? You know what I'm saying? A construction team build it for you. Which one, dumbass? So it's the same thing when it comes to your clothing brand. And if you're not an expert or something, don't do it. All right, don't fucking do it. All right. And if you're trying to make real money and a good return on investment, make sure you have a team behind you. All right, and don't be fucking cheap and start going to these people who are in your DMs asking, oh, I'll run your ads for free and I get paid only if I make you money. No, bitch, we're not doing that. All right, that stuff there is a scam. These people here are just trying to make some money. All right, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. All right, so don't be stupid. Don't fall for that trick. It's the biggest trick in the book. I got played by like that. I ain't even gonna lie. But we're gonna move past that. So most of you guys are not gonna listen. So to build your website, I recommend not to use the Shopify free themes. All right, the theme I just showed you guys of one of the students that are in Fashion One Foundation, that theme right there costs $400. All right, keep that in mind. They are free for a reason, okay? And at the end of the day, you're going to get for what you pay for. Leave a comment in the description if you agree with that 100%. Now, most people have the plain Jane theme because it's literally leaked everywhere, which isn't a good theme when you're first starting your brand because you can't add any FAQs or anything extra. It's literally just plain, all right? So to help you guys out, there's a full pre-built theme, like I said, in Fashion One Foundation. You guys can go ahead and grab it, and you guys don't have to pay copywriting. You guys don't have to pay a web developer $500 or some bullshit like that. All right, we're just gonna go ahead, get the website, get the products, get straight to that money. But now, here's exactly how you guys are gonna be able to get traffic. All right, because now we need traffic. After we get the website, after we get the designs, how the fuck are we gonna sell? We need motherfucking traffic. So let's go ahead and do this shit real quick, all right? If you guys need views like this, just listen up really closely, okay? We need views just like this, all right? This is from my new brand, Wonderblade, by the way. This ain't a brand that's been started up a year ago. Nope. This brand just got started. This brand literally just got started. So 600,000 views in 30 days, all right? 30 days, think 30 days, 500,000 views. And then also in 90 days, it's less than 90 days because, you know, October 26th, January 3rd, or whatever, 1.2 million views, which is absolutely insane. So really, really good here. One thing I see a lot of broke pussies do with the clothing brands is try to make content that looks completely dog shit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an example. There's this brand right here that literally is completely dog shit, bro. All right, this is no hate to this brand. This is just to show you guys an example because the majority of you guys' brands look like this, like complete shit. Like the aesthetic is all over the place. There's little teenagers here and shit like that. No, we're not doing that here, all right? We want to have a real clothing brand, okay? Let's go ahead and look over my brand, all right? Like, dog, full aesthetic here. Like, everything is just dark, all right? Same thing here. Like, there's an aesthetic here, okay, as you guys can literally see, okay? For example, this video here got 35K views. Let's play this shit. We can't play the full thing because this is going to get copyrighted. But more of the story, everything here looks amazing, all right? The palm trees there, the buildings, the product, the lifestyle, you know. But, yeah, sometimes people come and ask me for help, and I try to guide them in the right direction, all right? But they are so fucking, like, brain dead that they just have such a big ego, and it stops them from actually learning and reaching goals they could have gotten if they got a mentor or actually listen to people, okay? Now, just listen, okay? If you DM me or something like that and I actually do help you, Like, take that advice. If you feel like I'm wrong, then go be feeling like that somewhere else, because I would never get somebody in the wrong direction, all right? But if you guys want to go ahead and follow me on the gram, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Jojo with 2 Y's. Go ahead and follow me on the gram, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some mutes. Let's get some mutuals and shit like that. But I'm going to start off. But I want you guys to start off and make content that actually looks good, okay? Some content you guys can go ahead and look at is iWonderBuddy or Certified Fraud, which is actually the website I just showed you guys prior to this. These are some really good examples that you guys can make that pulls the eyes to your page. Like, for example, he just pulled like 1 million views with 0% ads, fully organically. Okay, Certified Fraud, he's been on a run. He is going absolutely insane. All right, make sure to go ahead and give his brand a follow as well. But I want you guys to keep in mind, right, that if you guys are not getting tons of traffic and you guys are still being in that poor, little area, which you guys can keep yourselves over there, it isn't because Instagram doesn't like you or because you weren't lucky. It's legit the way that you market and push out content. Like, dead ass. Like, no joke. So always keep that in mind. You guys don't got to try to blame other people, Meta. Blame your fucking self, you pussy. All right? Blame yourself, you little bitch. Because it's not my fault that you can't get out no content that actually gets views. Why the fuck can I? I could get that shit done in less than 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck can't you after 6 months? All right? You don't know what the fuck to do. All right? Get it straight through your head. All right? You sitting here watching all this free content ain't gonna get you nowhere. All right? But a motherfucker like me who keeps it real is gonna get you straight. So it took me over 1 year to actually get out of the bitch stage. All right? I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, we keep it real here. I was in the bitch stage, and a lot of you guys watching this shit are in the bitch stage right now. All right? And it took me a little while to actually start making content that goes viral and pulls in hella people. But what I changed actually will blow your mind. I started off by making wow products, okay, and wow videos. Now, what does that mean? The way I did this was by making products that make people mad or overall feel a type of emotion. So it could be sad, happy, upset, whatever the fuck it could be. All right, these are all just examples here for, entertainment purposes. But what started to work a lot better is lifestyle content, all right? This actually here works so much better, and you guys can make so much more money doing it this way, okay? And long-term wise, okay? Because realistically, you guys can make a lot of content here, like I said, but the only thing is it's just not going to build a big fan base, all right? You guys got to make lifestyle content, lifestyle products, all right? It legit just sells itself. That's how good the content should be. Now, the content needs to look so good and share a lifestyle to your target audience that you want to sell to, all right? If you guys are trying to sell, like I said, to a Christian brand, make some content that is designated in a church or whatever the hell, have like a good aesthetic. But once you guys get that shit packed down, you're in the door, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start printing eyeballs literally onto your clothing brand and just convert those people into sales. But now the reason why you guys are failing to bring eyes to your clothing brand and actually convert them into sales is because you don't know how to bring eyes in, all right? You don't know how to bring them to the site, make them add to cart, make them initiate checkout, and convert that sale. You don't know how to, okay? Now think about it. You would have to learn every single one of those steps one by one in order to get even a few sales, okay? That's not even actually 100 sales, 200 sales. No, that's just a few sales, all right? You guys have no idea about this, all right? I want you guys to go ahead and comment down below. How do you guys bring them to the site? How do you guys bring them and make them add to cart? How do you make them initiate checkout? How do you actually convert them into a sale? None of you guys can answer this, all right? And that's exactly why you guys are still being poor. But that's a lot of work. Let's be bro. Learning every single one of those skill sets, right? And being able to execute them is going to take years, if not a few months. And nobody got time for that because remember, you're the business owner. You need to be printing money. Okay. You can't spend 1 year trying to master this shit and, failing. We don't got time for that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? We need to start taking care of business, bro. We need to take care of the fam. You know what I'm saying? We need to buy cars and stop being a little broke bitch. Think about it. Your family's probably in financial debt. So is mine. But you know what I'm saying? I'm getting shit to work. But let me get one thing straight. Freddie, who recently just joined Fashion Wealth, he doesn't have the time to be learning that shit, all right? He works a 9 to 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? He don't got time for none of that, right? He just joined Fashion Wealth and has me go ahead and do all this shit for him. And he's about to start printing money and what he dreamed of, all right? Speed is everything in the clothing brand space. Not trying to be perfect or wasting time learning things, all right? You have no clue about any of these things, about wasting time or trying to be perfect. And that's the truth, all right? You guys sitting here trying to go ahead and actually waste your time learning all these single skill sets, it's just going to keep you poor and poor and poor, okay? Because remember, speed is everything. There's people like me. There's people like in Fashion Wealth, which is their inner circle. You guys can go ahead and apply in the first link of the description, which you guys will get a full one-on-one with me. And not for a day. It's not some PDS or video guides. No, it's 90 days, okay? You guarantee make 10K. Why? Because I know exactly what the fuck to do, all right? I'm not like you being a broke piece of shit, dumb bitch that is sitting on here watching free information on YouTube. No, nigga. I already did my shit. So if I'm still doing it to this day, I have the ability to teach you broke fucks, all right, and actually change your life and not make you broke fuck, all right? Because I used to be that one piece of shit bitch stage too. But more the story, You don't got time for that bullshit. You don't got time to be sitting here learning. And I know it. Imagine you sitting here for a whole year straight making nothing, trying to learn the skill set. And then maybe that year after, you guys maybe make some money. Maybe. All right? We don't got time for that bullshit. But let's go ahead and go over exactly on how systems can change your business forever. And that's actually how I make all my money, which is systems. I don't sit here sitting on my computer all fucking day. All right? But one thing I see a lot of broke pussies do with the clothing brand is try to run a business with no systems at all. Like, they literally wake up every day just trying random shit. And usually it's based upon on how they feel, because they're little pussy girls and they just react on emotion. So one day they post, one day they don't, one day they run ads, one day they get scared and stop. And then they sit there confused with nothing in their business. And that shit is fully inconsistent. So I need you guys to understand this. You don't lose money in business because you're dumb. You lose because you don't have systems. And that's just the genuine truth, right? If you guys don't have systems, right, you guys are not going to make no money in the online space, right? But you guys can make money selling in person, which we don't got time for that because it's just a regular job, you know what I'm saying? So the only way you're actually going to make money is with systems. So that's literally everything I teach in Fashion Wealth Inner Circle. And if your business depends on motivation, for example, let's just say that I'm tired, I don't want to work today, I want to go smoke some weed, then you're not going to make no money. But I need you guys to understand that motivation is temporary and systems are permanent. So let's just say that you guys do feel like that motivations are temporary. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say that you guys only work when motivation is there. If you guys have systems in place, you guys are going to just be printing regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I don't have to sit here and work on my shit every day, my clothing brand. I could just, you know what I'm saying, relax for a couple days, sit the fuck back, and print all of that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? But it's literally just a set of steps you follow every single time so you just get the same results. That's it. Not some fancy business word, not some complicated shit. It's just what I do every day, every week, every launch. Now, most of you guys don't even have a content system. You wake up, post some random picture, write some weak-ass caption, get 12 likes. Like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense. How the fuck you expect to get any type of sales if you're just, writing these weak-ass captions and posting some random pictures and reels? Now, a lot of you pussies right now are probably, like, just blaming Instagram and saying, oh, I'm shadow banned. No, bro, your content just fucking sucks. And that's the real issue. Isn't even your content. The real issue is that you don't have any systems in place, all right? How do you expect to go viral without any systems? Exactly. Answer the question. You can't. But a real content system is something like posting lifestyle videos every week, product videos every week, trust content every week, responding to comments and DMs every day, and reviewing what works so you can double down. If you do that for 90 days straight, you wouldn't be hoping to grow anymore. You'll literally just be forcing growth at the end of the day. So weigh out your options here and see which one's going to be the best. The same shit goes for sales, bro. Most of you guys get people to go into your page and you have no idea what to do with them. You have no idea on how to actually convert them and actually bring in some type of money. So you don't know how to make them add to cart, get them to check out, then actually close the sale. You guys have no fucking clue because why? You guys are dumb, broke, and confused. So what happens is you get traffic and wasted, and you're just literally pouring water into an empty bucket with holes, wondering why you're still broke, pussy. A real system is simple. Get attention, capture them on the email list or SMS list, retarget them, send them back to an offer, and close it. That's simple, right? If you don't have those steps set up, you don't have a business. You literally just have a hobby at the end of the day, like dead ass. And the last systems nobody wants to talk about is operations, because you can make money and still lose if you're disorganized. Orders late, wrong items, no tracking, chargeback, customers mad. And that's not because customers are annoying. That's because your back end is cooked, dog. Like dead ass. That shit is fraud. So you need systems for packing, shipping, customer support, and quality control, because if you don't, your business will always feel like chaos and stress instead of something that actually runs smooth. Now, I actually struggled with this a lot. And the funniest part is that people who are winning aren't smarter than you. They aren't luckier than you. They just are doing some shit every day because they have systems. That's it. And most of you guys actually work harder than these people. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys right now are working harder than me with my brand. And the truth is that you guys work harder in the wrong directions like a lost dog, like dead ass. So that's exactly why you guys are not getting no results, right? You guys may have the work ethic, but you guys just do not know the knowledge. And that's exactly what's keeping you guys poor. But if you guys actually want your business to change, you need 3 systems: a content system, a sales system, and an operation system. If you don't have those 3, you will forever be inconsistent and you will have no type of knowledge and never win. And that's just the truth. You guys will never win. But now I'm going to be real with you motherfuckers. All right. Everything I just explained sounds really simple, right? But the truth is that it's only going to be simple if you know what the fuck you're doing, which you don't. For someone starting from zero and trying to build these systems for months or even years, you're literally just going to be losing money the whole time. Like, literally no doubt you're just going to be burning so much fucking money trying to just figure this shit out. And that's exactly why I built my one-on-one mentorship. Not to sell motivation to your pussy ass, not to throw you some random videos and PDFs, but to genuinely give you guys the exact systems I use so you guys can stop guessing. I work with people one-on-one personally and help them build their content systems because you guys have no fucking knowledge or any type of, IQ level to actually accumulate this shit by yourself. I even help you guys build a sales system, an operation system, so you can actually run a business and not just hoping and guessing. Most of you guys and a lot of people that I meet don't fail because they're lazy, but it's because that they are learning everything on their own, which is one of the worst things that you could do. And I'm a victim of it because in the beginning stage of my clothing brand, I did it. So I feel you guys. You guys may feel like, oh, I'm never going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this shit myself. Oh, it's too expensive. I can invest this money into the brand. Da, 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 da. But in the long run, it genuinely just costs you more time and more money. For those who've been in the clothing brand space, can I get some vouchers in the description? Most of you guys fail because, think about it. You guys are probably watching random videos on YouTube trying to get some free sauce. You guys are probably hopping up on TikTok lives or watching some TikTok advice that you guys will see on your For You page and stuff like that. But that's just not going to work. Let's be real. How much money has that generated you? You guys taking that same formula of trying to develop a skill set, how much money has that actually generated you in profit? Zero. And I know it because nobody actually gets rich off of YouTube and free information. Nobody. There's two ways you guys are going to be able to do it. A mentor or years of practice. That's it. No free content, no free resources. None of that's going to work. And honestly, that's exactly why I don't have a free Discord. Most of these YouTubers or info givers have a free Discord that you guys can go ahead and join. But that's not what we're doing here. All right. In my mentorship, I help you pick real products. I sit there and actually design them shits for you. I'll get you connections with real manufacturers, such as people who work with Project Capri and all these big ass clothing brands. I'll help you build your website the right way, teach you exactly how to get traffic one-on-one, and I'll even help you create systems that actually convert into sales every single day. You're not just learning, you're going to be building something real, and it's going to be with me, step by step. And I'm not going to lie to you, this isn't for everyone. If you're broke or you're scared to invest into yourself, it's just not for you. If you want overnight money, it's not for you either. And if you're not serious about building a real brand, your broke ass is going to continue to stay broke because that's not how money's real made. But if you're tired of guessing, tired of feeling stuck, tired of feeling confused, and even tired of working hard and getting no results, and you actually want someone to help you, then the one-on-one mentorship is just for you. The link is in the description where you guys can go ahead and apply. Not everyone is going to be accepted. I only work with people who actually meet the requirements and are actually serious. But now, for those selective amount of people who are actually going to be able to get in, I'll show you exactly how to build your clothing brand the right way instead of wasting a year or more on just bullshit that you guys continue to do. But at the end of the day, what you guys are doing right now is clearly not working since you guys are watching this video. You guys are mostly going to stay in the same place. And this is no hating. This is truth. You guys have no real guidance. You guys don't have real systems. And you guys don't even have a foundation. But in this case, this is exactly why I built a foundation, which is the second link in the description. But for all those who want to continue to stay broke, peace the fuck out. And for all those people who want to get rich or on the same boat as me, let's go, motherfucker. Peace out, nigga.